Okay, hey guys, so I'm going to be doing another vacuum video. This is going to be my last video my last video on summer vacation. Don't worry, I'm going to still do videos, but last summer vacation video, which is kind of sad, but it's happy in a way because vacuum we're talking about, it's my newly acquired Kirby Legend, also called the Heritage 2 Legend. This vacuum, it just got a, not a full polish, but I did polish the motor housing itself, and it does look very nice. I'm not much for the older Kirby look, but this machine, I really do like the look of it. I love how it cleans the carpet, and it's a really good straight suction floor cleaner too. I got this machine from my local vacuum shop. They were having a Labor Day sale, and I picked this up for $40. It came with everything that it needed to run. It had a fresh Kirby Generation 3 bag installed in it, because it has been updated to use the newer twist and lock style of bag. So I'll pull it out so you can see it, or at least so you can see the bag. Every time I've done this video once before and wanted to redo it because I polished it and all that fun stuff, but let's see, Generation 3. So this uses it has a little nub right there, but it uses the bags that you put on an angle and twist, and it locks the bags on. So I'll be able to get the Micron Magic Synthetics, and I will be using those bags after this paper bag fills up. But I mean, this bag, let's open this up one more time. It's huge. These aren't as big as what the original Heritage bags would have been. They're just as tall. At least they're very close to being just as tall. But they are huge bags. A little narrower. Still huge bag. Almost as big as the Type A bag on a Hoover. But probably bigger. So around the front, we'll start from the handle down. This comfort handle grip, I'm not sure exactly what Kirby called it, but it is a nice design handle. When you're holding it, you can put your thumb up here, wrap your hand around it, and it's just a nice feeling handle. Coming down, you have the top of your bag. It latches on the back of the handle right here. You can take this off if you want to wash the bag, which I might have a video coming up on that in the future. Definitely not now because I just washed it. As you can see, it looks pretty nice, all shiny, and the Kirby's are all nice and red on it. But so coming down, you have the what every Kirby after the dual Sanitronic 80 had, the sloped down triangular handle piece, which I really do like the look of the sticker that they put on the front of this. It definitely looks all futuristic and futuristic-y and all cool and kind of it looks 80s, which it is 80s, so that explains a lot. But it does look really nice. Then coming down, we have this headlight, which you can pop up and down to take the floor head off, install the tools. This came with, or you could get the optional rug renovator and the shampooer kit, along with your standard hose tools. It has, this was, I believe, the Heritage 2 was the first machine to have the mini emptor, which is just the large debris catcher So say you pick up something like a little screw, or I think I've seen them say like if you pick up a ring, any small heavy object, it'll be caught in here. And what you do is you just rotate it. You rotate this towards the towards the handle, pull it off, just dump it straight out, and then reattach it. And let's see, what else do we have? Keep going down. You have the belt lifter, which you can use for a lot of things. You can do anything from use it to remove the nozzle, where you rotate this. Mine's a little squeaky. You rotate this and then you rotate this over and this whole nozzle comes off. Again, if you want to like install the hose or another head. This machine did have options, like this one came with a compact head, which is a rare option to find, but it came with that. This larger one, the shampooer, had the rug renovator, which are, I'm pretty sure, essentially the same things, just with extra parts or less parts depending on what you're using. Or you can use it just like this, and that pulls the belt up off the motor shaft, which I'll show you. You just pick this up, and now inside here the belt's held up, so it's held off of this motor shaft, and then it's just using suction, so that you can use it on a hardwood floor. I've used it on laminate flooring, and this machine has so much suction that I actually have to put it on setting 3. I'm not going to say that I don't like how the height adjustment system is, in a sense. Well, okay, scratch that, I am. When you put this machine on the lowest setting, it's so low that no matter what the floor nozzle touches, it's scraping it. Like, it's just like there's no wheels under it, how low it gets, which with the power that the Kirby has, it's not needed, and it's actually very hard to use on something that Kirby would have recommended you using the setting number 1 on, because they say to get the deep cleaning, you go down, which is just pushing this pedal down until you hear the motor change, the motor pitch change, and then you do it one more. Well, we have indoor-outdoor carpet outside, and it's just low pile, and I'm going to attach this nozzle while I'm talking. But in order to get the Kirby to change motor pitch, you get it on 2, and then one more is down on setting 1, and I'll show you. On this wheel, I think the Kirby's height thing is just a tiny bit out of whack, because this height wheel is on the carpet, and it's picked up so much that it can't spin. The other one has more resistance to it, but it's still, if you raise it all the way up, you start to push the cleaner forward. So it actually picks the wheels up just a little bit too much. It would have been nice if they could have like just kind of backed off on that setting 1, because when this machine's sealed down on setting 1, you don't have the assistance of these wheels, so kind of hard to push. But I do like it for like normal, for like everything else. It does make switching height of carpet fairly easy, and everything just kind of right at your feet, which is actually a very nice system, because then you're not trying to fiddle with a dial or push down buttons with your feet or anything. It's just these little pedals, so if you just need to like go down and just up like that, so that is nice. Only thing I don't like is the setting 1, like I said. this machine in the back of the handle has a little, let me think, it has a little change holder. That feature was used to, well, it was a selling point in a sense, and it was slightly gimmicky on another sense. But what you do is, when you find change laying around while you vacuum, you put it in here. And the concept behind that is that it would either, back in the day, pay for a thing of bags, or help pay with your first payment. But what you do is you slip the coins back here in this slot, and then there was that little, let me see if I can show you, there's that little nut, no, not nut, little bolt. Okay, sorry for that, guys. I had to leave the room for a second. But in the back here, you just twist this to take this plate off, and I know it's going to fall and dump all my change out, which I'm going to be sad. But first I'm going to pull this cord hook down. And that's another feature about this. But let's keep this one. So you have this, which just holds this back plate on. And then when you open up this thing, I knew it was going to happen. There's these little grooves back here, so your coin drops in, falls, and sticks right there. But I have a couple coins that I just stuck back in there, which is actually a nice feature, because when you're like sweeping and then you see that you have like a bunch of coins just kind of laying on the floor, it's like, what the heck, I don't need these. You can just throw them in the back of the Kirby and not have to deal with them. So I do like it for that sense. Oh, what happened to the other quarter? Oh well, I'll find it, or I'll sweep it up, and I'll be sad because I'll probably break the fan. But hey, it is what it is. I'll find it. So then you just take this, stick it back on. It fell off. Let me see. There's this little tab up here, and it corresponds with a little slot up in here. So you're just supposed to be able to put that in like that, then twist that on, which I didn't do right. Give me a second. You can stare at my ceiling for a couple seconds while I figure out how to put the screw in the back of my Kirby. But yeah, there we go. So you just put it on and twist it. And this machine had a optional hand vac called the Kirby Split Second. It had a little just kind of clip over mount that went on the front of the handle, and you'd put the clip-on mount on, and then you'd slide it down and kind of clip it into place. It was similar to the Hoover Concept 2's Helpmate, the built-in one. And you would just take the cord off up there, take it off the back. I'm not going to do that. And then you take this out of the Kirby, plug it into the Split Second, and you had yourself a little hand vac for just the little crumbs and stuff that you would find on the couch or whatnot. So I actually think that would be a nice feature for Kirby if they could to bring back, because just to get up a couple little crumbs on the couch or whatnot, and you have to pull out your tools and take the head off. First off, you have to turn off your Kirby, take your head off, which involves not very hard, but you have to do the belt catcher, and then pull the latch, little latch right here, then clip on the front, clip the tool converter on the front and all that stuff, just to pick up the crumbs. Then you pick them up in like 5 seconds and have to rip it all apart again. So, having a little hand vac definitely would have been nice. So, now that I've just wrapped that whole cord up, and it's only taken me 15 minutes to talk, let me plug this bad boy in. It has a swivel cord release, and in fact I will show you the cleaner just running in the proper position, and then I will pause the video, take the stuff out of the paper bag, and show you how well it picks stuff up. So your power switch is this one right here. When the Kirby's on, that little orange light turns on, and I'll just push this and get it in the proper height setting. You'll notice my little green light doesn't turn on because I don't think I have a magnet in my brush roll, but I'm not really concerned about that. I know the belt's good, and I'll just keep an eye on it periodically. But here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to pause the video, take the bag out, dump it all on the floor, and show you how well it picks up dirt and debris. While I have the bag and stuff out, I wanted to show you the fill tube. It's the round one with the two latches, and I'd like to say that even though this is just a regular paper kind of bag instead of a synthetic bag, they put on this nice seal so everything stays in the bag instead of leaking around the plastic cardboard collar, or the cardboard collar. So it is a very nice bag setup. Okay, so I'm going to show you the pile of stuff that I got out of the Kirby bag. I've only had this machine for I'd say a day or two, maybe. I really haven't had it that long at all. I've swept the living room carpet once or twice. The bag was completely empty of hair and stuff like that. It had a little bit of dust and a little bit of foam in it, but it really didn't have that much in it. That isn't even the entire bag, and most of this is animal hair and dust. I mean, it is just ridiculous how much animal hair and fluff and crap this thing got out of our carpet. This machine is just absolutely stupendous as a carpet vacuum cleaner. It pulls out all this stuff, and this is only of a day or so of use, and this bag is seriously probably like a quarter of the way full, and it was nearly empty when I got it. So I mean, it is just crazy how much stuff this thing picks up. So I have the bag refitted. Over on this side, I'm gonna do it how Kirby says to for deep cleaning, and then a lot of people say to get more of the surface cleaning, what we're looking for to have it up, or have it up one more notch instead of having it down the extra notch. So we're going to run the Kirby, like they say, for deep cleaning over here, surface cleaning over there, and we'll look at the results afterwards. So, as you can see, the Kirby cleans the carpet very well. Kinda. Was making a weird clicking noise. Probably just an overload of junk. But as you can see, it does do a little bit of snow plowing, but when you have dirt this high up in the air, many vacuum cleaners are going to do that anyway. So, where it cleaned very well. Oh, we have a little bit of sand over here. So, I'm just going to rub the rest of this into the carpet. Use the Kirby one more time. And I'll just let it turn on and let it push anything that it has in its emptor. Push that into the bag and then finish this. So, here we go. Okay, so that was the Kirby picking up stuff. It did an excellent job. Like, I can't believe how much this Kirby actually picks up. And I really like the Hoover convertible, but this machine just outdoes it, bounds and leaps. Like, I can't believe how much hair gets into these bags. Now, it probably doesn't help much that we had a Dyson in the past, which I've come to learn about the flaws in Dyson. Probably doesn't help that we had that on the carpet that I cleaned, but this machine does pick up very well. Here's what we had left in the mini emptor, because there is some debris. Once again, I got this straight paper clip that doesn't ever seem to want to go away. So, I'm gonna dump out this mini emptor. That seems to be it. But when you pick up something like a tiny paper clip, anything a little larger, a little heftier, it just goes into the fan chamber, blown out, and then goes into this emptor. It's blown right to the back of it, so if you pick up several of these, it's not going to hinder performance or anything like that. But this Kirby Heritage, it's really making me think twice about being a total devoted Hoover fan. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. I thought, like, Hoover was the best. Like, the real U.S. Hoover was really, like, the best. But, I don't know. These Kirbys, except for that problem, really seem to have these those machines beat bounds and leaps. So, just push that on. There we go. Yeah, that's up far enough. So, Kirby Heritage. Heritage 2 Legend, or Kirby Legend, depending on how you want to say that. Very good machine. If you can find these machines for, I've seen them go and they refurbish them with some tools, $150. They're very good machines. Honestly, they're better than Hoover convertible, which for almost the entire summer, which I've only really been collecting and using vacuums for about the whole summer, so I'm newer to this than most. Definitely better than that with the beater bars. So I'll just point out this one last thing, being that we're going on and saying I mentioned that the Hoover had beater bars. This machine does not, yet it still gets sand out of carpeting like nothing else, and which is kind of weird, I thought, because this machine uses 2 rows of these. You see, maybe if I stretch out the handle, I know I'll put the handle in the locked position to show you all what I'm talking about here. Gotta push the locker back in. Give me a second while I get this whole thing set up, if you won't mind. That's in the locked position, and I'll roll it over this way. This uses only 2 rows of these. They're soft, longer bristles, but they're like grippier, like they have a lot more friction than most bristles do. And these bristles clean the carpet and vibrate out the sand and just really give the carpet a deep clean. Like, it is just ridiculous. This roller brush uses ball bearings, I believe. You can adjust it with these 2 screws, which I'm not sure how you'd adjust it with that screw, but I'm sure that's not too big of a problem. But when these bristles get too low, you just turn these. I'm not sure which way the Kirby video shows you how to do that, but they're adjustable, and my God, is this thing ginormous. Like, they're gigantic. It covers a lot of area, cleans the area so thoroughly. I am very impressed with this machine. I would have never thought that I would have preferred Kirby's over the Hoover. I even have, well, I don't, but my parents, Simplicity Synergy, and this machine cleans a lot better than even our new Simplicity does. So I wouldn't suggest buying one new, because they are a little, the Kirby is a little bit pricey, but then again, that's after I just pointed out that we have a new Simplicity Synergy. Not new, it was bought from new, it's a couple years old, but you get my point. You can find these on Amazon, and it looks like Kirby themselves sell them on Amazon for the longest while. I saw the Centria 1 systems being sold with tools. I went on the other night and saw that the Centria 2s with tools are now being sold for like $1,000, a little bit more than that, but somewhere in that ballpark. So those new ones have tech drive, but that's the only real difference between the new ones and the old ones that I've seen. So this video is getting a bit long. I'll finish by showing you the Kirby in action one more time, and then this video will be over. Oh, almost forgot. Pulled out the power cord for safety. Probably shock myself and shock the camera, turn the whole thing on.